Good morning, beautiful souls. Welcome to your daily divine messages from Spirit. It is election day, and the energies are getting heightened. The energies are intensifying, and there's just a lot of tension around the unknown. I feel it. The tests of I had the weirdest things happen this morning just to test my faith, just to test my balance, just to test how I can stay centered and grounded. And I'm, behind schedule, but I'm doing my best to show up, grounded in the heart space. So once again, I'm so grateful that we have our new heart chakra as my throat chakra tries to close up right now. Because right now, with the intensity, with the uncertainty, with the anxiety for the United States, of the unknown of the presidential election, but then also just Scorpio season and the last few weeks of Pluto at its final degree. This is a big week, a big month. Mercury's going to be going into retrograde at the end of this month. So will Mars. And so it's just a lot of intense energy right now in the stars and the planet and the country of the United States, but just on Earth in general. So this heart chakra activation that is truly happening is for us to really test our faith. Test our faith in ourselves, test our faith in love. I don't know if you're having a lot of even just like synchronicities in the sense of the attempts to draw your frequencies down, but just just a couple of things that happened this morning. I had a weird dream that put me out of, ease waking up this morning. That was about fighting, and that's Mars right now, kind of opposing Pluto. So there's just a lot of this war, this battle to truly transform and destruct what we have known our traditions to be of life, of society, of the matrix, of just expectations of what we have always seen life to be. And so that was interesting to wake up in that kind of like agitated fighting space and trying to move myself out of that. Moving myself out of that, I then moved into then I went to go vote, and I'm a big advocate for voting, even if you don't necessarily follow the elections. I'm not a big political person, but even if you have just your voice is still a voice, and even if we don't think it matters, it may not, but it may also. So if you want to, your indifference is still a choice as well. And I'm a big advocate also for you to choose pro-choice, right? Like for you to choose whatever you feel is, of your value. But I still believe that as long as we at least think we have a right to vote, I guess maybe it's just from my ancestral history of the fact that, women couldn't vote for so long, and Black people didn't have a voice or rights at all for so long. So as a Black woman, I just want to vote, even if I don't know all of the electoral, and maybe that's, maybe that's ignorant, and maybe that's why some people just don't want to participate in it. But, that's okay. Like, I'm being told for the collective that, again, yesterday, the energy that we had was to choose love, you know, loving compassion and gracious receptivity and awakened awareness to, you know, to let our perspective shift and let our paradigm shift and, you know, and still come about this in a loving manner. You can still have your own values, you can still have your own belief systems, and still be able to love one another and their belief systems and whatever their choices are. And so that's what I'm hearing as well, to let that go. And if it's triggering you or making you feel a certain way, journal about it, because that's going to help dissipate some of that energy. It's going to help transmute that energy as well, and you'll find some messages that may need to come, that may help coming through when you are able to kind of share your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions on paper and get out of, you know, get out of your head. So that's some things that helped me as well. But right after I voted, in the parking lot of the voting, you know, place, my car all of a sudden just like wouldn't start. Like it would start and then it would putter out, and I had no idea what was happening. And I, you know, my mind went to panic first, and then it went to feeling, you know, frustrated. But then I remember, just pray. So for those who pray or meditate, you know, I just heard, be still. Take that, even if you don't pray to a religious, you know, to a religious entity or to a, you know, as a religious matter, praying or meditating or centering your thoughts or balancing your thoughts to direct them and funnel them into a more positive, loving manner, that is going to hold space for your heart chakra to be able to find solutions, to be able to come into balance, and you know, to just awaken and give a, what's the word, space, give distance, give, you know, kind of detachment from the scenario. So that's what I did. I prayed for help, prayed for a solution, prayed for, you know, just for, you know, help, really, what I should do in this scenario, instead of letting my mind spiral to all the worst case scenarios and doubt and fear. And in doing so, as soon as I finished praying, right before I went to go call my mom, I went to call my uncle, and instead, before the next thing I just did after I prayed, instead of calling them, I tried turning my car on again after that prayer, and sure enough, my car started. I still ended up calling my uncle to see what to do, and you know, he told me to go get something to help maybe get some water out of the, whatever it could be, the gas tank or whatever. But then on my way to going, you know, so I was like, okay, so now I'm going to go do that. So I went to go do that, and on my way home, I get a call from my son's school saying that he had not showed up at school. Now, the reason I'm telling you all of this is because there may be some weird off-putting energies or scenarios or circumstances that you might be going through as well this morning, or may happen today. And this is, you know, Spirit is just telling me to tell you this because we may be it's these little ups and downs that can really kind of take us out of what we're feeling. Like we have oppression that's in reverse. It may try to take us out of feeling these feelings of oppression, because we're shifting out of oppression, is what I'm hearing. We're shifting out of the veil of what we've been covering up, our throat, our expression, our globe, our world, you know, our ancestry, our self-willpower. And so, you know, I kind of freaked out when when they told me that my son was not accounted for in school. And I was like, I definitely dropped him off at school. I watched him go inside. You know, you know, I could feel my heart racing of the worst case scenario, as it is election day. And so, you know, they put me on hold and found that he was in class, but because he decided that he was going to go stop into the cafeteria and get some breakfast for the second time, you know, he went into class without, you know, he went into class late, but didn't have a tardy slip, so they accounted him as not attended. So he was in school and he was safe, and it was good to know that he was. But it was just so interesting. Again, it's these type of things like my car not starting right after I voted, and then my son being called, calling me because they were saying he was not in school. And I was just like, okay, these ups and downs, the dream that I had, it's like Spirit is wanting us to know that you might have these fluctuating emotions today, and that's okay. And it might put you off, it might put you back, it may make you late, it may make you need to cry or journal or do some push ups or go, on a walk or a jog, drink some water, some lemon water. Whatever the case might be, it's because we are coming out of this oppression, this oppressive state of mind, of lack, of scarcity, of fear, of all the things that have been covering us over, covering up our true self. And so we have the Six of Crystals, Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands in reverse here. So I'm seeing this as, yeah, we're coming out of this, this imbalance and the feeling that, there is no path, there is no way to move, there is no, that feeling like the path is closed is what I'm hearing for some. So I'm hearing the Spirit say you might be feeling a bit uneasy right now because of all of this uncertainty. And it may feel like, where do we go from here? I hear even the people like who choose to not participate in voting or political aspects because they're like, well, either my voice doesn't matter, my vote doesn't count, and it doesn't even matter. That's kind of that feeling of, well, there's no path, there's no reason for me to do it. Or that it doesn't, it's going to be imbalanced no matter what, or they say I don't trust or like any of the opponents that are up there racing, so there's no point in me choosing. It's like battle of the evils, however people might want to say. Whatever your choice might be, even if it doesn't count. I guess I'm hearing Spirit say, well, your voice may not be heard by everyone, but that doesn't mean you don't have a voice. So your voice, your choice may not be heard or make a difference in the matter of, it may not go to the opponent that you are choosing or voting for, but it's still, you still have a choice. Your vote still goes towards something. Even if you don't vote at all, it still is going towards something. Indifference is still a choice. Indifference still makes a difference. So I don't know why I'm hearing that. Maybe for some who might need to hear some thoughts on apathy. But I'm also hearing this as a deeper level for us, for those who are maybe feeling like, not on a political sense, but even just on a purpose sense. Maybe you feel like, well, what's the point of even going after my dreams, is what I'm hearing for some. What's the point of even going after my dreams if it's like, I'm not going to be famous, I'm not going to be rich, I'm not going to, be able to make a living, or it's going to be hard, or it's not going to happen for years, kind of thing. I hear a lot of people say, oh, once upon a time I used to, I wanted to be an actor, but then I had to go to school for it, or, I'd rather be successful than, and then go to acting class or acting school once I, get my career established, or whatever the case is. But the truth of the matter is you are going to, those 5 years are going to pass anyway. So whether it takes 5 years to get your acting class, whether if it takes 5 years to go to school, whether it takes 5 years or 50 years to reach your dreams, you're going to, those years are going to pass by anyway. So how you are taking those steps today matters. And it is hard when you are, I'm hearing for those are in a battle between, is my path closed? Is it too late for me? Is what I'm hearing with this Three of Wands reverse. Or feeling, am I out of luck because I'm in such a minority? Or the odds are against me, or we've been oppressed for so long, or there's so much imbalance in this world You know, disharmony in this world, does it even matter if I actually try to move in the field of love? Does it even matter if I try to follow my dreams? And I'm hearing that all of these questions, if you are feeling that way, is asking you to go within. Spirit, Lemuria is telling you you are the internal explorer. Number 32 might be a significant number for you, maybe a soul path number. 3 plus 2 reduces to 5, which is the shifting. And I'm getting a phone call right now. I don't know who it is, but so I'm hearing the calling. You are going within to explore your calling right now. God may be calling you, Spirit may be calling you towards your truth. And there's a lot of noises happening right now. Tony decided, my cat decided to go, use his litter box, which is right here. So, as soon as I'm recording, and now I'm getting a phone call. So it's like there's a lot, you may be hearing a lot of chatter and noise and distraction, and people like, just I'm hearing like just trying to like shit on your parade is what I'm hearing for some, or people trying to get your attention and distract you from your calling. But I'm hearing to go within. Your heart is awakening. We had this card pulled yesterday too, so maybe yesterday's reading may have some significance or additional messages for you. The luminescence number 35, that might also be a soul path number, reducing to 8, of ending old cycles. You are shifting into a new timeline. Okay, you're shifting into a new earth and ending old cycles, beginning new cycles. There's that 14 reducing to 5 again. Nurture nature. Remember that this earth needs you. You are part of this earth. Everything that you do, same kind of, I'm hearing the same, I'm hearing or seeing litter right now, like people who have the same kind of mindset around, my choice doesn't matter, my voice doesn't matter, my vote doesn't matter, may also, I'm hearing for those who might feel, well, if I pick up this one piece of trash, there's still like a ton of trash in the ocean, so what's the point of this? Oh, I'm just throwing out this little tiny piece of paper, it's just a straw or whatever they may be feeling like, oh, it's not I'm hearing a lot of my choices is so insignificant that it really doesn't matter. But Spirit is saying, yes, it does, because you are a droplet in the ocean, and the only way that the ocean can be the ocean is by each individual droplets. And so if every droplet in the ocean felt like their droplet was insignificant and decided to not show up, what would happen? It would evaporate. We would have no ocean. So I'm hearing that very loudly, that everything that you do matters. And I'm hearing with this fur and feathered friends and earth, okay, that might be significance for some of you right now. Maybe you're getting signs and synchronicities from animals. Maybe you're seeing animals, eagles, hawks, crows, blue jays, cardinals. Maybe you're seeing butterflies, even though it's kind of cold for that. Maybe you're seeing deer and squirrels wherever you're living, roosters, hummingbirds, bunnies. I came across an encounter on my walk of a bunny who was just standing on its hind legs right on my trail, in the middle of the trail. And I got super close to it. It didn't even fret. It was like hardly even afraid. I got so close, and it was just on its hind legs. I'd never seen it, just showed up. So maybe the significance of a bunny, right? Bunnies indicate luck, abundance, right? So maybe you have pets, taking care of them, recognizing that they're part of this earth too, that your choice matters for them as well, is what I'm hearing. It's not just about you, Lemuria and Spirit are saying. That your heart is activating to recognize that everything that you do today makes a difference on this earth and for nature and for the animals. It's not just about the humans. It's also about, making sure that we are being led by people who care about the well-being of all. not just our country or our people or people that look like this particular case or people that are in this certain kind of tax bracket or class. It's not just about them. It's also about, and it's not just about the humans that are living right now. It's about the humans, the animals, the plants, the trees, the earth that will go on beyond our own human extinction. Our life may have a finite borrowed time. And so how we choose to use these days, following what brings you bliss, what brings you joy, what brings you happiness, what brings you love, regardless of what other people say, regardless of what you think you have to do, regardless of what bills you have to pay, regardless of what fears are coming in, regardless of what the matrix is telling you to do, to follow, to believe. Spirit is saying your life goes beyond just your life. Your choices, your love, your path, your purpose, your brilliance, your desires are here. You came to this earth to fulfill a particular calling and purpose that your soul chose for you to live out in this avatar. Perhaps not even for you to reap the benefits, but for the people and the place, the people and the animals and the living creatures and plants after you. Leave this place better than how you found it, is what I'm hearing. Plant the seeds of the trees that you'll never sit under, that will provide shade and nourishment for generations to come. Indigo and I were just talking about orange trees and how we planted and started a lemon, planted our lemon seeds and our orange seeds. And he's like, oh, I can't wait. Orange trees, right? And I'm like, yeah, but it's going to take a couple decades for it to grow and to actually start, growing, bearing fruit. You're going to be almost 30 by the time, right? Like it's just those kind of things. It's like, okay, it may take 20 years for this tree to start bearing fruit, but it's 20 years is going to come regardless. So if I plant it now, at least whether or not I'm here to have those fruits, someone will be. That's what we have to think about. Look, oh, I love this. Time is on your side. How perfect is this? We're sitting here saying that it may feel like, oh, well, I'm going to, it's going to take forever for me to follow my dreams. It's going to take forever for me to do this. What's the point? What's the point of me making, my choice, my action? What I do is not going to matter because there are 8.18 billion people in this world. Trillion. I don't know how many people there are. Trillion people, I think. I don't know. That's a lot of people. It doesn't matter how many people are in this world. It doesn't matter how many people are saturating your field of purpose or field of desire, your field of interest for career or calling. Time is on your side. There's plenty of it to get everything you want done. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Thank you, Spirit. Time is on your side because you're not living just for you. You're living for the people and the life beyond you. Okay, I thought those messages went to come out. That was really beautiful. So I guess that's what we're gonna, I guess no cards actually want to fly out for this, but we're gonna just read the bottom. Go on a blessings bender today. Spread the love and watch it boomerang back to you. I love this. Time is on your side. Go on a blessings bender. I love that. Spread the love. Okay, so we might be feeling uncertain. We may not agree with what everyone else is, what other people's choices might be. We may not agree with what other people's beliefs might be. But if we still spread love, if we still pray for the truth and we pray for protection over our children and our people and our humans and our our animals and our earth. If we pray for that guidance and protection, if we give love regardless of what other people are choosing to do today, trusting that everything is coming around, trusting that it is turning around, trusting that the path is wide open, that there will be balance restored. But the balance comes from your heart activating, releasing the need to be right. Wow. Be impeccable with your word. Be impeccable with your word at the bottom of the deck as well. Top of the deck, become the white magician. How you speak into this world, going on that blessings, that love. You can speak love into others. It can break spells to speak love. And there's some, you know, I'm hearing, look, revving it up. That car out there was really loud. And so it's like, be loud in how you love. Be loud in how you choose. Be loud in being kind is what I'm hearing. Release the need to be right. This is really perfect for today. Release the need to be right. When you believe something, you assume you're right. And you may even destroy relationships in order to defend your position. Let go of the need to defend your position. And I always hear, are you defending the truth? The truth needs no defense. It's a quote by Deepak Chopra. Are you defending the truth? The truth needs no defense. Release the need to be right today. Release the need to say, you have to go vote. Release, that's a message from me. Release the need to, you know, to say whoever you voted for is wrong, or whoever you voted for is right, or I'm right because this is what I believe. The truth needs no defense. Divine is already set in place. Divine guidance, divine intervention is already set in place. What will be shall be. And it all will coexist around what our earth needs to activate our heart chakra, to clear the oppression and the imbalance and the closed paths and the narrow paths I'm hearing, and the blind short-sightedness of things. In the end, Gaia, Mama Gaia, is going to protect this earth at all costs. At the end, we are going to be divinely protected because we have the magic within us. The purity of magic is within us. But how we choose to use our words today is how we're going to choose to create and coexist and cooperate and co-manifest. Really beautiful. So, wow, that was intense. Thank you, Spirit, and I hope that this helped. If this message resonated with you, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, Princess Leah 888, and hit that notification bell if you'd like to be a part of our tribe, our soul tribe of healing the heart of a woman and the soul of mankind through conscious love. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so. Receive a 90-minute soul session and a Tea+Tarot soul session with a 1-ounce loose leaf handcrafted tea from my FemRems apothecary. You can email me at femrems811@gmail.com. My information is in my description box. So you can also message me on my social media, Princess Leah 888 on TikTok or Instagram. Until next time, my beautiful beloveds, let's hang in there, stay together, stay strong. I love you. Peace and love. Namaste. Bye.